Okay, YouTube. Just let me get the camera set. I'm on my way to Brad's to do some fascia and soffit on his house. When he was about 11 or 12, we did the soffit and fascia on my mom and dad's cottage. But he was a little too young to really understand what we were doing, because he was moved out, had his own place, and when I finally got around to doing my house with it, the first time I had ever done fascia and soffit, I was maybe, I don't know, 16, 17. I had helped a couple of friends do fascia and soffit. When Brad had moved out, I did fascia and soffit on my own house and my garage. That was around the time AJ was 16, I guess, when I did that. So AJ was employed to do that. And so he learned how to do it. And my dad came out and helped with that. Kyle was a little bit too young at the time. He was 10 or 12. But when we did the garage part, Kyle did help, because as we took the eaves troughs down to do the fascia, a lot of the old wood fascia board was rotted. So we replaced it before we put the aluminum fascia on. And that was Kyle's first exposure to doing any maintenance or repairs on the outside of a house. So we have some pictures of him up on the ladder and trying to hammer on the new fascia. And, of course, 12 years old or 11 or 12 years old, you've got the hammer choked so far up that you're just barely tapping. It took him forever to get nails in. But, you got to learn, and you got to, when you're younger and don't have the strength, you have to kind of balance the hammer. So Brad never had the opportunity to do this, and so I'm going to be showing him how to do it. And then I got more than I need to do this week. You talk about, there's another stone chip. Now I've lost my train of thought. Let's see if I can get it back. It's not super sunny out, but it's bright. So, put the shades on. Thoughts back now. Actually, I'm going to shut you off, and if I get my thoughts back, I'll come back. If not, the next footage will likely be at Brad's. Here we go, YouTube. We're at Brad's. He pulled the old soffit down for a couple of reasons. One, he wanted to see how things were, and this roof was restructured at one time. It kind of flares out at the last couple of feet here. Originally the roof would have come flat down, kind of like this one here, goes straight down like that. You can see how this one kind of flares, which gives you a little more overhang. So we got the eaves troughs off. And some of the flashing wasn't properly nailed. The nails went in between the fascia board and the decking, and for whatever reason the fascia board was not, the decking wasn't put over the fascia. So what we're going to do is we're going to make spacers here. We're going to make some spacers for this area. That's 1.5 inches down, and then we'll across this plate here we'll put 1.5 inch spacers to drop the J channel down, and then we'll run the soffit across from the J channel to the bottom of the fascia board. So right now we're going through the scrap wood pile and getting some wood that we can use for spacers. And here's one of our nail picker uppers. Right? Isn't that what your job is? Pick up the nails that get dropped?
Yeah.
So how do you do that?
I use something and I don't find.
You lost your picker-upper tool?
This is it.
That's what you use?
Yeah.
Looks like a curling broom, but what is it? It's a magnet.
Yes. I'll show you. Guys. That middle. See?
There's Taylor, she's showing you how it picked it up. Pick the big ones up. It does. That works good, eh?
Yep. Let's go record it.
See, Brad's smart. He just gave her the tool to do it. When we had the roof done on our old house, the roofers, of course, were a little sloppy and left nails all over, and I told the kids I'd pay a penny a nail for all the nails they picked up.
Don't touch that, guys.
They filled a jar with nails, and it wasn't just roofing nails. I think the neighbors had nails scattered all around. I think the kids likely went through the whole neighborhood, and maybe even my jar of used nails, and gave those to me, because it cost me about $9. And I don't think there were 900 nails lying around the house. But that's what happened.
No.
On Papa's, I think he's saying on the camera.
No. Can't do it to the camera.
No, he wants to be on the camera.
You be on the camera. You can't play with it.
Yes. So we're going to use 2 of these stacked up to get our 1.5 inch of spacing.
Okay, face towards it. Face towards Papa.
And this is what we're going to use. Brought the radial arm saw in to do it. This side won't be too bad. We've got a little bit of a jut out that we'll have to do. But it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad at all. We just run it up and then we'll just notch the one piece of soffit. So at the front it'll be a longer run. So, plenty to do. This isn't bad work though, it's just time consuming. I don't know if we'll need the shop vac hookup.
Probably not.
likely. Yeah, I bit off more than I could chew this week. In my infinite wisdom, I forgot that I was going to be working on Brad's house. And last night, Scott was over, brought the race car over on the weekend, on Saturday. And yesterday, he dropped by and we just kind of looked around and kind of got it up on jack stands and pulled the wheels and stuff. And it didn't take me long to realize that there's going to be a fair bit of work, and a couple of the guys that are helping us work shift work. So they're going to be showing up starting tomorrow. 2 out of the 3 guys that are going to help us with the car are going to show up. And I have to have the motorhome dash and cruise control finished by Thursday, so I'm supposed to be doing 3 things at the same time. Brad's house with the Soffit, motorhome, and race car, but I'm not doing a lot of the race car work. It's going to be more like supervising, because Scott knows how physically demanding it is on me. And if I only have so much physical ability, I would rather be doing my own stuff. So we'll see what happens. What you doing? Setting up to rip it. You got to raise it up a bit until you're clear of the table. And you pivot that, pull that, depending which way you want to feed it. You want to feed that way or this way?
Cut it down to what, 1.5 inches?
Yeah.
Probably want to do it that way, right?
And pull it out this way?
Oh, there's not. Let's change that.
Well, the only thing limiting here is the fence.
Or we can use the saw.
Yeah. Or we can cut the boards into manageable lengths.
The saw was just put here because it was just in the way.
Yeah. Brad always, when we were using power tools, Brad always hid and disappeared with his friends. Because, I don't know, he just never really liked power tools, did you? Especially this. That ringing noise drives him crazy. Also, you put the fence at the very back. Good. It's going to be hard to rip that really long one. It's likely close enough.
Yeah.
Don't crank it all the way down till the engine's running, till the motor's running, because you'll have to cut a fresh groove. So you just cut it till it cuts down a little bit. I try not to go all the way through. I just go part way. So cut it down a little bit and then crank it up about half a turn. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. A little more, a little more, a little more. Just up a little bit. It just takes away the noise of it being in the base.